at 5 p.m., which is, I don't know, it's not too far away. Do-do, boo-ba-doo, boo-ba-doo. Okay, I will be right back, Jeff. Yeah, see you in just a minute. Alright, I am back. Golgo 13 is going to be our next game, and it looks like some of our players are streaming right now. Again, I do know that we may take a little bit of time at just getting ready for getting everybody set up and streaming, since, you know, we pushed it back just a little bit. Yeah, everybody get excited for some Golgo 13.
So if Tristan's here, I'll sign off.
Okay.
It's up to you. I'm just filling in for Kate since they're not much of a commentator. It could be you, it could be me, it could be both of us.
I'm fine with whoever wants to stay, so it's up to you, Mr. Jeff.
I'm gonna sign off. I'm just going to lurk for a little while and watch this amazing game coming up next.
Go lurk.
All right.
See you later. Thank you again, Jeff. So Golgo 13, the Mafat conspiracy. Do you know this game much at all?
Yes. I played the original rather extensively, and I watched some speedruns of Mafat Conspiracy. It's been a little while, but I know the game quite a bit.
Okay, yeah, it sounds like you know more about this game than I do. So
It's bad.
I'm fine with that, you know. Oh, it's made by Vic Tokai! Vic Tokai! Why? Every time.
Vic Tokai!
Vic Tokai! He just wants to do that. He just shows up all over the place, does Vic Tokai things. Oh my gosh. Ooh.
So Golgo 13 is one of those games that, you know, I'm not going to say too much right now, but it's one of those games that tried to be a bunch of things at once, and as a result, wasn't good at any of them.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
I think we're going to be in for some fun and some confusion and some getting lost and, you know,
For sure. Let's see. Okay. I just need all of our streamers. I just need all of our streamers to get to a screen that has color to the edge. That's right, so that it's easier for me to capture.
My only regret is that MTI isn't here, because MTI did some Golgo 13 speedruns.
Oh, he did a lot back in the day.
Yeah, it was actually his run that had me considering running the Man with the Custom M16, the original, or Top Secret Episode, I guess is its proper title. But yeah, then he just like went and killed it, and I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, I like Top Secret Episode a lot better, personally, than this game. I feel like Top Secret Episode is almost good.
It's endearing, at least. You know, they tried something new. This is not as endearing.
Yeah, this game is a little rough on the edges, you know, and in the center. Okay, it's just rough everywhere. Seriously, talk to a dog. It is rough.
Yeah, I mean, if you filed off the edges and got deep under the outer layer, you would find it's just as bad on the inside. You know, we say games are beautiful on the inside. Now, this one's kind of ugly on the inside, too.
Yeah. Okay, some girl is helping out. Thank you. Looks like we've got color to the edges there, so this will be an easy peasy crop. There we go.
Lord Dalek, everyone knows the SG-1000 doesn't count for practically anything. Actually, we haven't had any SG-1000 games on Kusogrand3, have we?
I don't even know what that is.
It is the predecessor to the Sega Master System.
Are you serious? I didn't know there was a predecessor.
There were two of them. Yeah,
Oh,
the
geez.
SG-1000 and the SG-3000, I think.
SG-1000 and SG-3000. Okay. Made by Sega then?
Yes.
That's special.
Really popular in Brazil.
For some reason, that doesn't surprise me, like, at all. And by some reason, I mean I know exactly why it doesn't surprise me. Because Brazil loved the Sega Master System.
Yeah, Cadus, the SG-1000 is a little bit stronger than the Atari 2600, but not quite an NES, so somewhere between the two.
Gotcha. You know, when I lived in Brazil for a time, game consoles were so incredibly expensive.
So, working in IT, Brazil is an interesting case because they have really high excise taxes on importing technology.
Yes. Super high.
So, I end up dealing with companies in Brazil that are still running Solaris like 6 from 15 years ago because they can't import new hardware to run newer software.
Nice.
So I'm not surprised it's the same story with game consoles.
Yeah, it definitely is. They're considered a luxury, and they definitely tax them like a luxury. It's... I think it's a little bit unfortunate, you know? But what can you say? That's what they do there. Okay,
Yeah,
by the way, I do have everybody captured.
woohoo!
Yeah, I know, already. We're doing pretty good. When I say already, I mean it's 5 minutes before the match, so yeah, we're doing just fine. I think we're going to be able to get rolling in just a little bit. I will test Zaire's audio to see how it sounds. Okay, I can hear it a little bit. I will ask Zaire. Okay.
No, that's the wrong game. We're not playing Duik or Gimmick. or Bomberman. What's
Dude,
going
but
on
we could
here?
play Duck Maze. Duck Maze, everybody is a Duick.
Duick Maze.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I think that's going to be good on Zyres. Let me go ahead and do a quick boost. Oh, nope. We don't want to go to 10,000% for audio. That would be bad.
No. Keep it under 9,000.
Okay. Okay, I guess. I think that's gonna work. Let me know if the audio is too loud or too quiet.
Everyone's playing a different game because we're being trolled at the moment. They'll switch when we start the match.
Yeah, I think that we're ready to go. Why is everyone playing a different game? Yeah, they're definitely chilling a little bit. Yeah, chat, how does the audio sound? Okay. Oh my gosh. People opening various games and all this stuff. Whatever. Oh, Tristan. Justin brought me some garlic hummus, and it's pretty much the best right now.
I'm surprised you managed to get through a Kusogrand day where he hasn't shut the door.
I think he tried. Okay, Zyre is switched to Golgo. He's ready, waiting for everybody else. Oh, looks like with Chris and Keith doesn't have the game quite yet. Cadis, if you possibly could, that would help. Or even just, like, pin the message where it was sent or something. Okay, Crusader has closed the stream. Just chilling, waiting. Some girl. I need you to confirm as well. My gosh, it's so suspenseful. There's no sound. Tristan, I'm nervous.
It'll be okay until the gameplay starts.
It's like there's a conspiracy.
Gimmick is absolutely not Kusoge, and I will fight anyone who thinks so.
Oh no, Gimmick's good. Yeah, I think pretty much everybody would agree that Gimmick is good.
Absolutely, it's an amazing game.
I've never played it, though.
You should. You're probably like me, though, and have a list of games you want to play that's literally 200 items long.
Yeah. Wait, I could play the Zoro music? Oh, no, I don't think people would like that. Yeah, right now, by the way, I just started playing, what is it? The new Ni no Kuni. Ni no Kuni 2. It is so good, Tristan.
I just recently went through the Dark Spire, which is an acquired taste for sure, but I've been digging that kind of game lately. First-person dungeon crawler.
Gotcha. Dungeon Spire. I
Dark
do
Spire.
Or Dark Spire. I'm trying to think. Have I played any of that? I do like first-person dungeon crawlers, though.
It's a DS game, so you would probably... It's got a very memorable art style, too. You'd probably remember if you'd played it.
Okay,
But
I'm checking
those
with...
games are not trash.
Oh, what's that?
I said those games are not trash. We should be dealing with trash here.
Trash. Yeah. Okay, everybody is ready, and we are going to go. If you are playing, go ahead and mute/pause the stream so that you can't hear me. If you're not playing, keep watching. And wish them luck, because we are doing the countdown right now.
Woohoo! I'm excited.
Everybody, chat, get excited for some Mafat conspiracy, okay? And start pointing fingers, okay? Who is behind this conspiracy?
Mafat, of course.
Dang it, the Muppets.
Yes, good luck, have Victokai.
As soon as I see movement in a stage, I will start the timer. And there we go, Crusader walking around. Okay, this is gonna be good stuff.
No, it's not.
It'll be good enough stuff.
Okay, yeah.
There we go. On the fly layout changes. Bam! Okay.
So this is a multi-paradigm game where you have side-scrolling, first-person exploration in a maze, and a bunch of weird little mini-games, too. The main thing here is just to not get shot a bunch of times, like Wingzire just did, unfortunately.
Oh, geez. Okay, yeah. Rule number 1, don't get shot. I think that's, for most games, it's a good rule. Oh, boy. Yeah, at least the music is good. Victokai, man, what a guy. He just managed to pump out those tunes. Okay, so that's good.
So in the original Golgo 13, or I guess I should just say top secret episode, every time you killed an enemy, you gained a very large amount of both health and bullets. And they decided that didn't really make sense. So in Mafat Conspiracy, you have to budget your health and your ammo very carefully. As you can see, you start with absolutely no bullets. And they're pretty hard to come by, quite frankly. So you spend a lot of time kicking.
Yeah, you have to get used to ducking, dodging enemies. Looks like Wingzire is onto the second part of the stage. Crusader is there as well.
Yeah, rule number 1, don't get shot.
Oh, wait. Sorry, I was thinking. I like the Mafat Conspiracy better. This is definitely more enjoyable, I think.
It's a more polished game, but like I said, it loses a chunk of its charm, in my opinion. Just because it isn't so weird.
It's a little bit weird. You've got that strut. Look at you go. Oh boy, shake that booty. By the way, do not spoil this for people. People who are watching the chat, I know with this game, how many lives do you have, Tristan?
I do not remember. I believe it's somewhere in the neighborhood of 10.
52.
Was it 52?
Yes, it's 13 times 4. That's how many you... Well, actually, I think that deals with continues as well. But yeah, you only have 52, and if you run out, then you have to start the game all over again.
Yeah, it's enough that you will be led to believe you have infinite continues, and I believe that will make a significant difference in our placements later on.
Yeah, that might be the number of continues you have rather than lives, but yeah. Ooh, some girl is in the first maze. Ooh! And unfortunately, dagger thrown in the face.
So, the manuals for these games actually gives you maps of the first mazes. I don't know if Kate has provided those to...
He did.
He did? Okay.
Which is going to be really helpful. Because we're going to see a lot of maze.
Yes. The maze sections are probably about half of the game. So we're going to be seeing a lot of first-person mazing.
I'm relatively sure this is the third time we've had this game in a Kusogrand3, and I've loved it every single time. Okay, I think this game is a blast.
Yeah, it's something different. Victokai, for what you may say about them, is known for doing things a little bit differently.
Yeah, a bit. Now, the maze sections are a little bit stressful, because if you run into an enemy and have no bullets, you're dead. You're just dead.
Yep. And again, the top secret episode was very, very kind with ammunition, whereas this one a little bit different. In top secret episode, you just get like 50 bullets at a time, just for killing random enemies. You can carry up to 999. Here you get like bundles of 30, and I believe that's also your max.
I think so, yeah. Let me see, does it say anything? Horizontally scrolling screen, stationary screen, sniper screen, conversation window. Wow, you don't have to show us what a conversation window looks like in the menu. My gosh. Whatever. It does say that you can skip the cutscenes by pressing select, though, so that's kind of helpful.
That would have probably been useful if, with Chris and Keith had read that, because they're currently going through a cutscene.
Know your enemies. Action on the horizontally scrolling screen. Now, I want you to know that there are no pictures here, but here are the descriptions. Passerby, man. He will not attack. Man armed with a pistol. He shoots suddenly. Man armed with a machine gun. He fires suddenly. Man armed with a shotgun. He'll attack on the train. Man with a scythe. He'll jump and attack. Yeah, there's a man with a scythe, apparently. Monkey Man. He'll jump and attack. Man with a grenade. He'll throw grenades. Man with a knife. He'll attack with a knife. Boomerang Man. He'll hurl a boomerang. Scorpion. It'll attack on the ground. Dog. It'll jump and attack. Wow, this has been very informative.
So there's some questions about the lore of this game. And this is based on, I believe, a manga series, or was it an anime series in Japan?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, this is basically Japanese James Bond, and the question was, why isn't Duke Togo using his M16 like everywhere? And the answer is he kind of tries to stay a little undercover while walking around through the city, but as you can see from everybody ever attacking him, he's not very good at it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just walking around with an M16 in the city would probably not endear one to the local police. Then again, apparently there's a man walking around with a scythe in the city, and that's fine, so I don't know.
Yeah, possibly. It's... By the way, get used to these mazes. You're gonna see these a lot. And when I say a lot, I mean probably 45 minutes of it is gonna be these mazes for each player. That's my guess.
Yeah, so the scrolling sections, you walk to the right. The maze sections, good luck, jerk.
Ooh, section 7 in the manual is paraphernalia. You get ammo and life. And an infrared scope, that's it. That's all the paraphernalia you get.
Fun fact, it was this game that taught me what the word paraphernalia meant as a kid.
Really?
Well, I'm sorry, Top Secret episode, because it also has that section in the manual.
Uh-huh.
And I recall looking through the manual and going, what is this really long word and what is it doing in a video game manual?
It's paraphernalia. Apparently the graphics are above par, according to this review, with, for the time, gorgeous cutscenes and detailed backgrounds.
You know what? I will give it above par for graphics, yes.
They do criticize the mazes, but they give it 8 out of 10 for graphics, okay? Look, 8 out of 10 right here.
So when you encounter an enemy in the maze, you get a reticle on screen, and you are pretty much limited to like one of 9 positions you can move it in. So you just like hold in the direction in question and tap A to shoot. But most everyone in the maze gets the drop on you, so it's a reaction test if you can shoot them fast enough before they shoot you. As you can see from the 2 near simultaneous deaths that our 2 racers on the right took, it's pretty tight.
Yeah, it's... Right now, everybody is fairly close. I think as soon as we see... Oh, some girl is actually to the boss.
We Ninja Gaiden now. It's the first boss from Ninja Gaiden.
Oh yeah.
So you can actually corner this guy and infinite combo him, but it's rough, and some girl takes a death.
That's not too surprising. But yeah, some girl is definitely in the lead at this point. Zaire is probably looking at the manual. Remember, the manual has a map of this level. It's going to be extremely helpful in order to get through some of this.
So apparently when the first boss dies, it just kind of crumbles into dust, which is a little horrifying.
Oh yeah, and then you have a timer. You only have a limited amount of time to get out. If that expires, you die and you have to do the escape again. Yeah, and it gives you 5 minutes, but honestly, if you don't remember the maze too well, or if you didn't pay too much attention, it's difficult to get out.
Yeah, so I believe the mazes are something like 10 by 10 grids with multiple floors, which is pretty nasty.
Oh yeah, it gets really painful. Let's see, this one specifically, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It looks like there's 16 by 16, at least this one that they're in.
They do vary in size, but that sounds about right. It's unpleasant to get out of quickly. So at least in Top Secret Episode, and I imagine it's the same for Mafat Conspiracy, the manual provided full maps for one level, and then the next level had maps but no markers on them to show where you actually needed to go, but showed the walls, and then everything after that was just a blank grid, so you knew how big the level was, but had to like fill in the walls yourself.
That's kind of cool, actually.
It kind of was, you know, this is in the era where they gave you a manual that was expected you would scribble notes in. Definitely a pull out your graph paper situation.
Crusader is starting to get pretty good at reacting to the enemies showing up. It's very easy to get shot before you shoot, so like I'm kind of impressed at the reaction time here.
Yeah, so apparently Duke walks around with his gun in his, like, holster in his coat. So when someone is standing there with their gun out, he has to pull the gun out and then aim and point, rather than just, you know, keep the gun out or something.
It looks like Zaire is on the 3rd floor. He needs to find the stairs to go up, and there we go! Perfect!
Some girl managed to escape the first dungeon.
Wow, some girl is blowing me away. That's amazing. Escaping the first dungeon already.
So we have Act 2 of Duke Togo walking like a boss, slowly to the right.
Now there's one more maze in Act 3, and then there are 2 mazes, it looks like, in Act 5. So we've got a little bit of time to watch some girl wander around. Wingzire takes the boss down. Wow, fantastic job.
And now he gets to run away.
Oh yeah. It looks like he's out of health though. If anything like sneezes on him, he's dead.
Yes, there is that. That is an indication that he has absolutely no health.
Which there are enemies during the escape.
In the background of some girl's screen. Sorry to interrupt.
Vic Tokai?
Yeah, just the word Tokai spelled out in bricks.
Tokai?
We are Rad Racer on some girl's screen.
Oh yeah. Well, that's one cool thing about this game, that there are varying levels. Now, this level, you have to be pretty precise to get through it. I think we're going to see some girl stuck on it for a little while.
We have a Crusader taking down boss number 1, starting the escape sequence. I don't entirely remember when this took place. I think this particular episode of Golgo 13 takes place during the Cold War. And it's rather impressive that Duke Togo has a car that can do approximately 230 miles an hour.
Yeah, I'm trying to find... It's March 1990, that's when the game takes place. And yeah, definitely during the Cold War. So you're completely right, yeah.
My car can do 230 miles an hour, but not under its own power.
No, that's kilometers per hour.
Right, but it can go 310, which is approximately 230 miles an hour.
Some girl beat it on their first try. What is this?
This is the sniping section. It looks like some girl was trying to snipe and failed to do so, unfortunately, so she gets to do the racing section again.
Yep, because there is wind when you're trying to snipe, and if the wind is blowing strong enough, you can't hit.
So I believe what was happening there was Duke was trying to snipe a helicopter pilot in a helicopter from inside his car.
Oh yeah. I think you're right, yeah.
With wind. So unfortunately you get one shot, and if you miss the shot, you have to do Rad Racer again.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, Zyre is out. Zyre firmly in second right now. Chris and Keith struggling the most, but that's fine. There's still plenty of time in the match. If Crusader can get out, he'll put himself in a pretty solid third place. Chris and Keith going upstairs. I'm thinking they're either on the third or the fourth floor of this maze. I think they're going to consult the manual. Good idea. Ooh.
When in doubt, consult the manual. Yes.
Yeah, they're definitely on the fourth floor right now. So, want to take a left or right there, head straight, and then head to the right. That is the goal. A few more doors to go through, but it should be fairly straightforward where he needs to go. Yeah, to the end of the hall.
It was asked if this is the game where you have 52 lives, and yeah, and none of our racers know that, so
don't spoil it too much, yeah. But
yeah,
yes.
It's going to be a slightly unpleasant surprise for somebody, I bet.
Big Tokai. Okay, Rad Racer on both Wing Zyre and Crusader's sides. Some girl is still doing it. Again, failed the sniper section once. The time that you have to get through this section is not much as well. Honestly, if you take a few hits, you may just be in trouble.
Yeah, this is one of those situations where you can just bang around into things all you want and it'll be fine, except you're wasting time. And everyone on this particular road drives like a Californian for some reason.
I love it. I'm trying to think. I've never driven in California, so I don't know.
I don't recommend it.
It can't be worse than the drivers here, though.
Hey, I live in one of the busiest cities in California. I'm allowed to stereotype the drivers here. Alright, some girl's making another attempt at taking the shot.
Chris and Keith is at the boss. Very nice. Okay, Chris and Keith just needs to kill this boss and then escape.
1 foot a second wind?
I think some girl is probably...
Missed it.
No! Wow. Zyre gonna be sniping. Yeah! Zyre's got it! Zyre pulls into first place.
That was not where I was expecting a lead change to occur.
At the sniping section? I've seen people fail the sniping a few times, but yeah, that was kind of surprising.
Yeah, I mean, the sniping section is butts. Oh! Wing Zyre goes swimming in the canal.
Oh yeah, this music is so good, by the way. This is my jam.
Yeah, the music is something this game really has going for it. So one of the unfortunate things about the sniping scene is that the wind you get is random. So if you get, like, some girl's first attempt, 20 foot a second wind, you're gonna have a bad time.
Oh, yeah. And you're probably going to, like, overcompensate or undercompensate. I don't even know how you would judge.
I've never actually done the shooting section myself, so I don't know how it actually controls.
Oh,
but
you haven't? It's pretty
No.
butts. Like, it wobbles by itself, so the wobble that you see here. Oh, some girl. Yeah, gonna have
think
to
that hit.
shoot down left. Did it hit? No! Oh. That was pretty bad. It's all the
So-
game's fault.
In
Okay.
Top Secret Episode, the sniping scenes are impossible to fail. You have infinite time to find your target, and then you hit a button, and you zoom in on your target, and the reticle locks on them. You cannot miss.
Wow.
So I'm unsure why they made that change.
Yeah, I don't know. Chris and Keith currently trying to escape the first maze. Wing Zyre is in the second maze. Now, this maze is not too complicated. It should be fairly straightforward how to get through.
Yeah, this is just a interim maze for the episode, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe so. He just needs to walk to the end of this hall and he's through. There we go.
Not bad. Yeah, so this is kind of how they divide walking sections for some reason.
I have this little maze. Yeah, Zyre's through. On to 3-2. We don't have... I think we do see this maze once more, by the way. So he'll just have to remember that he's coming from the other direction.
Wing Zyre just got exploded by a bomb ninja.
Well, I mean, bomb ninjas. I feel like that's the opposite of what you want to do as a ninja, you know? You want to be quiet, you want to be sneaky, you don't want to be throwing bombs.
I don't know, because by the time you're throwing the bomb, your sneaking part is over, isn't it?
I mean,
Some girl
probably.
making another attempt. 4 foot a second wind. This may be doable.
You gotta shoot. I think you only have a limited amount of time as well, so gotta get that shot out.
No!
Some girl, no! Crusader also failed. No, Crusader beat it. Some girl
Crusader
moving
landed
from
it with
first
20
to
feet a
third.
second wind.
Yeah, I think most cases it's best to just shoot right over the person, and if it happens to be moving like really quickly, then
Crusader's got a little bit of lag strats going on, it looks like.
oh man, lag strats. No, stop the lag strats. I don't like those.
So with
my
Chris and
God.
Keith is starting Rad Racer.
Yeah, Chris and Keith onto Rad Racer. Oh, it would break my heart if some girl moved from first to fourth, but sometimes things happen. Okay, Wingzyre is currently going back in the stage. Again, I believe you have to go through the maze backwards, so just make sure you're not too disoriented when you do this.
The maze is so slow. So in Top Secret Episode, and I keep making comparisons to the original, I know.
Yeah.
You can actually move through the maze as fast as you can hit the D-pad.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that'd be nice.
That
Okay.
doesn't happen here.
There we go. Zyre got through. Flying colors. Crusader probably taking a look at the map in order to know where to go.
Another attempt at the shot from some girl.
Come on, some girl, get it! I've got faith. No! No, why?
How unfortunate. Yeah, she's saying in chat she doesn't understand what she's supposed to do.
Well, she's got the right idea, honestly, but I think she's over-adjusting.
Yeah, the problem is the game doesn't tell you where the shot goes. Like, if you barely missed, having the windshield on the helicopter shatter would at least tell you, okay, next time you need to compensate this way. But they don't do that.
Yeah.
They just say, haha, you missed, get bent, nerd.
What the crap? Okay, there's a infrared scope that you can get in the 3D section, but if you get that, apparently when you move to another floor, you can't use the scope anymore? Oh geez, they're floor-limited scopes. It's so dumb.
Well, you know, the scopes expire. You have to keep them fresh. Does Duke Togo look like he's carrying a fridge?
I don't know. I guess not. Oh my gosh.
Zyre is on stage 4, wherein you walk across the top of a train for reasons.
This part can get really difficult, though, because you have to jump over sections here.
Yeah.
It's easy to get knocked into the holes between the cars.
There's a mission in Siphon Filter like this, where you're running across a train and you have to deal with like ninjas and stuff.
Yeah. Quite a few games with trains.
Yeah. Zyre's doing pretty well, considering that the game seems to be focused on... Oh, never mind.
Oh, I feel so bad.
The game seems to focus on having enemies appear and shoot at you when you're committed into a jump, which is not very cool, but Zyre was doing a pretty good job with it until I cursed them.
Let's see, with Chris and Keith, will you finish the road section right on the last second? There we go. Let's see what Chris and Keith can do.
So apparently the Orient Express was how far the racers got into so entirely.
Let's see what Chris and Keith is going to be able to do with the sniper section. Okay, the wind is... And he got it!
Nice shot.
Holy crap! Some girl moving from first place to fourth place because of the stupid sniper section. Wow, yeah, that was a shot.
Yeah, just one mechanic is all you need to ruin things. Also, that interlude between chapters was kind of something.
That was spooky.
That was spooky.
Everybody, I hope you have sweet dreams tonight. Sweet dreams of hot skellies.
Sans is the only skeleton in my heart.
There are a lot of skeletons in my heart. There's only one skeleton in my body. It's my skeleton.
Is it your skeleton, or are you your skeleton's, like, meat covering?
Just shoot! Some girl, just shoot! 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 Right there! Right there, right there, right there! Shoot his face!
I think that got it, yes.
Oh my gosh, good!
Unfortunately, some girl may have lost, what, about a dozen continues on that?
Yeah, but I don't think it's gonna matter too much in the hour time limit. In 2 hours, it's definitely something to worry about.
Yes.
Chris and Keith is currently going through 3-1. Some girl is as well. Chris and Keith moving on to the maze section. I think some girl has managed to figure out the mazes a little bit easier. Ooh, that's right, watching some girl right now. There are 2 different jumps in Golgo 13, and it's really not obvious if you haven't looked at the manual how to do those, so it's good that some girl does know the high jumps here.
So while we were focusing on Chris and Keith and some girl doing the sniping sections, Crusader actually got to the train.
Nice. Wingzyre is also on the boss of the train.
Who is, you guessed it, a ninja.
Wow, okay, this strat was working for Zyre pretty well, and then Zyre died.
Well, then it was working well until it stopped working.
Yeah, unfortunately you have to go back quite a bit before getting to the boss again, so it'll be a little bit of a walk along the train. Some girl just going through the maze, Chris and Keith having to do the maze again, it looks like. Oh, and unfortunately leaving right after entering.
Whoops.
Yeah.
It looks like we're going to see the boss of the train on Crusader's side. We may see a lead change here, but Crusader is very low on health. Oh boy.
Trains have conductors, not bosses. This is a boss. It's the train boss.
This guy will kick your head in. He's
Okay,
whatever
yeah.
he wants to be. He's also like 8.5 feet tall.
He's pretty tall. You know, good for him. Or, I don't know, maybe you're really short.
I think Duke Togo is supposed to be taller than average people because, you know, James Bond-esque, tall and handsome sort of thing.
Well, let me take a look. Okay. Duke Togo height. Wow, that's actually a search term that autofilled. Yeah, it
So
looks like...
Crusader
Oh, go ahead.
doing really well on the boss.
Yeah, I think the boss is dead. Holy crap.
Crusader takes the lead. So, I'm sorry, what was Duke Togo's height? Wait a minute, what happened to Crusader?
Crusader.
How did he die? I thought he took the boss off.
I thought so too. Did he just like go walk off the edge of the train?
I don't know. The boss went down, and I went to look at how Wing Zyre was doing. I looked back, and Crusader's dead.
No.
What happened?
Oh, he ran out of time.
Oh, that's heartbreaking.
Zyre is right there near the end of time as well. Come on, Zyre.
No.
Okay, looks like Zyre managed to do it. Wow.
Oh, that's terrible. So we're going to Afghanistan now.
Oh boy. Okay,
I'm
so
pretty sure that three-piece suit does not fit in Afghanistan, but not here anyway.
so it looks like Duke Togo is 1.82 meters tall. I don't even know what that means.
That's pretty tall. That's about 6'1".
5.9. 5 feet. 0.9 feet. It's just under 6 feet, it looks like. 5.97 feet.
Okay, so 6 feet tall, and that guy was an entire head taller than him. So that guy was about 7 feet.
Yeah.
I'm an American. My metric conversions are very approximate, okay?
I do think that some girl has moved back into third place. Depending on how Crusader does, she could potentially move back into second. So we'll see, because she's onto the train as well. Oh, and that that death was so good. Let's see, did Crusader's screen freeze or just pause?
I don't know. I was about to ask that myself.
Crusader. Okay, they're playing again. I think they paused. Just don't run out of time.
It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be heartbreaking if he times out again. I don't know. He's gotta do something besides get one hit per cycle.
Yeah,
No, he may make it.
maybe. Okay, just needs one more hit. There we go! Very nice. Some girl trying to get through the train. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wingzire still continuing through Afghanistan. Crusader finally getting there. We still have plenty of time left, though, so I would expect to see additional changes with the current places here. This has been great. Today we've had tons of, like, I don't know, switching of leads, and yeah, this game is still right there. Sharif, thank you for the sub. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I think those are monkeys, right?
Yeah. They're wearing pants.
Not like the ones jumping. Or are those ninjas?
Those are ninjas.
I don't know! Let me see if I... Did I really...
Well, you got a list of the enemies in the game, and Monkey wasn't on it, right?
I think they... Yeah, you're right. Okay. Manuel...
Maybe your monkey's wearing pants. Duke Togo, of course, has moved on. No, Wingzire has moved on to a cave.
Nice, spooky cave. Okay, with Chris and Keith is also on the train. Wow. Okay, this is being good. Ooh, I like the music in the cave. Okay, I'm scrolling. I'm gonna take a look. Oh, there is Monkey Man. He'll jump and attack. So yes, that is an enemy.
Wingzire just got trolled by getting knocked in the back mid-jump by a boomerang, but this has Ninja Gaiden knockback physics, which means when you take damage, you fall toward the nearest pit. Or at least it seems that way.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. I'm just trying to find out, are Monkey Men like something in the Golgo universe that show up a lot? I don't know. I'm very curious about the Monkey Men. Yeah, at this point where Wingzire is, the game starts getting a little bit brutal. We're gonna see the big maze coming up in just a little bit for him as well. I believe the first maze in Act 5 is bad. And I mean a pain, okay? There are at least 3 floors. The second maze is even worse. And like, while you can more or less tell where you are using the manual, it's still really difficult to keep track. Okay, Crusader still struggling with Afghanistan. Oh no, some girl. Gotta speed it up.
Oh, yeah, 18 seconds left.
Gonna be rough.
I think
one more hit! Yeah. One more hit! Oh my gosh, she did it! She's moving on. She gets back to Afghanistan. Crusader, if she can beat Afghanistan before Crusader, that moves her from 3rd to 2nd again. She was in 1st, moved back to 4th, but has worked her way back into this. Wow, this is being a great match.
Lots of lead changes. With Chris and Keith gets an attempt at the train boss. But with 55 seconds left and not going straight into doing damage, I don't know if they're going to make it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Ooh, ducking. Oh, look at that stun lock. That is beautiful. With Chris and Keith demolishes the boss. That was fantastic. So good.
Yeah, that was solid.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw out here, by the way, Zaire has won 1st place victory. Some girl has won 1st place victory as well. So they both have pretty good scores. I'm trying to see, how come I can't? Is my brain dead? My brain might be dead.
It's Kusogrand3, that happens.
Yeah, I just can't figure out who they are. Okay. Crusader, on the other hand, had a 2nd place at one point. And our dear, with Chris and Keith, they've actually done well. They had 1 2nd place and 1 1st place. Keith is also thank you, Cadis. So yeah, everybody here has taken first and second fairly continuously. Zyre did have one third place match, so honestly, he really needs this victory if he wants to have a chance of moving on to the final bracket. But everybody is fighting, and this is being a great fight.
Yeah, having 3 people on the same screen. Whoa, time out. How is Zyre in stage 6-5? Did they game over and this is the demo?
I don't think so.
Cadis, help? No, they actually got to 6-5. What happened?
I'm wondering if this level is specifically mislabeled, because...
Yeah, okay.
This is new. Okay.
Well,
6-5 is after 5.
5-4.
Let's see. And Zyre is into the maze of stage 5. So yeah, I think it's supposed to be 5-5. Okay, Cadis is correct. Yeah, okay. He didn't get a warp, it's just that it's poorly labeled. Crusader is onto the cave. It's a mistake in the game.
That caught me by surprise. I've never noticed that before.
I feel like I saw that before, but I forgot about it. Okay, so, yeah, they just mislabeled it. Instead of 5-5, they put 6-5. That's what they did. Okay, Zyre is on to a maze. I don't know if he'll get out of this maze by the time we are done with the match.
I would doubt it. We have 17 and a half minutes, so maybe.
Oh, so apparently that level is actually used for an escape later in 6-5. I'm not completely sure, though, so they might have just accidentally left the same title there. Ween Zyre!
Okay, so this is the high-pitched squeal you hear is a warning that there is, a trap. And there you go.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember if there's a way to deactivate the trap, or... Yeah, hope you enjoy those noises, chat! The answer is no, they don't.
I'm trying to remember, in Top Secret episode, you get some infrared goggles that let you see the beam, and then you have to pass through the area with specific timing, but I don't know if it's different in Mafat Conspiracy.
I think you can get an infrared scope to see those lasers.
Yeah, that's how it goes in Top Secret episode as well, if you're right.
Yeah. So, sorry, you're gonna hear that sound a little bit because, yeah, too bad.
Anyone who thought this game wasn't crap, here you go.
Welcome to Kusogrand3. Yeah.
We just need a little bit of PJDE.
Of what?
PJDE. It's a PJ thing from 7th Saga.
Ah, gotcha. Oh, jeez. Okay, some girl is moving on through the cave. Crusader on 6-5 as well. We'll soon move on to 5-6.
Five, 6, 6, 5, same difference,
or maybe it's
right?
5-5. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, this level doesn't seem as difficult. The one Crusader is on, it doesn't seem as difficult as the cave or Afghanistan. So, I imagine you should be able to get through it in one shot. And there we go, Crusader moving on to the maze. This is going to be really difficult to track who wins.
I was about to say, if the match comes down to who got further through the maze, good luck, refs.
Oh, jeez. Cadis chose this.
We didn't choose the Golgo life, Cadis chose it for us. Like, as a GM, I've picked a couple of games where I've said to myself, I really hope placement doesn't come down to this part of the game because I have no idea how I'll tell. I imagine this is it for Cadis.
Oh, the lasers! Okay, luckily Zaire shot the robot, so we're good. No! Stop it with that sound. Me no likey.
Have you muted the stream, Brossentia?
No. Okay, Zaire is out and on to 5-6. What?
So is this 6-5 in reverse?
So it looks like Zaire is actually through. The next maze is going to be the hard one. By the way, it looks like Crusader is on that as well. Some girl is starting to get closer.
Oh gosh, yeah, Zaire and Crusader are neck and neck.
Yeah. The next maze that they get to is the truly terrible one. Like, absolutely. And we won't see anybody past that maze.
That's the one that's 16 by 16 times like 4, isn't it?
Something like that. I'm trying to think. It's Act 5, Part 2. How come there's a second... I don't understand.
Because Golgo 13.
Yeah. By the way, never construct your houses like somebody who's from Golgo 13, because apparently you'll just put it together and you'll be stuck in your own house for like 2 hours trying to find the exit. Where do I even go?
Speaking of building houses that people can't get out of, how's your Sims 3 game going?
Oh, I need to play more of that. Yeah, I absolutely need to. I've just been distracted with too many other games.
If you can't actually hear the gameplay, you are not a Brossentia fan. How's that? Well, that's not fair either.
Okay, Zaire, you cannot shoot shield. You're gonna have to figure out another way around this dude. I guess
Angelic,
bumping him off the edge works.
If you want to spoil, feel free to whisper one of us and we'll read it.
Yes, we are more than happy to spoil, but they are reading chat, so do not spoil anything that would ruin the experience for the runners.
Everyone is on at least the same type of area. Everyone's pretty close. Anyone could take this in the last 12 minutes.
Wow. This is being intense. I have no idea. I have no idea who's gonna get to the maze first. Well, we've got 6-5 on some girl and Chris and Keith's sides. They just need to get through to the maze and to 5-6.
So keep in mind that, for reasons, 5-6 is actually after 6-5. So it's Crusader and Wing Zaire who are in front here.
Yes, that's correct.
Yep. Because why not?
Because it's a good game. It's not the worst game.
Well, no. But
Far from
to
the
say
worst.
it's not the worst game. Literally every game in the world but one is not the worst game.
But which one is that? Oh, Pink Jelly. Of course, we've already established that. Just literally the worst. Ooh, Zaire trying to do some high jumps in order to make some progress in this section.
I honestly feel like China Warrior is pretty close to the worst game in the world.
I made somebody play that, right?
No, I did.
Really?
Yeah, that was my pick. You said you hated it.
Oh yeah, that game's butts. Okay. It's absolute butts. Sorry, I was thinking of a different game. Okay, with Chris and Keith is onto the maze, passing some girl again. Wow, some girl gonna have to get through. Gotta book it.
Zaire and Crusader have been having trouble getting past 5-6, and I don't blame them. This is rough.
This is really the first stage in a... Oh! Crusader is through! Crusader moves into first place! Holy crap. Okay. This is getting intense. Oh, Sire! Sire, watch out the monkey men! Monkeys! Okay.
One hit left.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be able to do it. I mean, I'm being realistic here. With Chris and Keith are on to the maze before 5-6. Oh my gosh. Zaire! I think he's gonna have to do a high jump. Or... let's see what he's gonna try to do.
This is what we call a Mexican standoff. Unfortunately, it's one Zaire's gonna lose because the guy
There
with the
we
riot
go.
shield does not have a time
There's
limit.
one troll enemy that's gonna come after Zaire in just a second.
Yep, the end
Right
is
at
right
the end,
here.
and bam! On his head!
No!
No! Right before the maze! Oh my gosh. Crusader, though, is currently in the lead. Zaire in second, with Chris and Keith and Sungirl in third and fourth. Who of them is going to get through this stage first, though? Oh my gosh.
So the item Chris and Keith has is the infrared goggles that will let them see the trap lasers.
Nice.
But they got stabbed by a knife and died.
I mean, that happens.
Yeah, you know. Do Togo, daily things, walking around like a boss, taking a knife to the gut, you know. It happens.
Yeah, this match has been ridiculously exciting.
Crusader's in a very large hall of doors.
I'm trying to think. Very large hall with how many doors?
So Zaire is back to the end of the level and has an additional hit this time.
Yeah, that's right. The hall with tons of doors. There are sometimes items in those, so some people are... Ooh, Zaire is through! Okay, Zaire onto the maze. Welcome, everybody. We are at mazes.
So Zaire and Crusader are in the second maze of stage 5, and Some Girl and Chris and Keith are in the first maze.
Okay, I do think that with Chris and Keith or Some Girl will beat this maze. Some Girl going up a floor, it looks like.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that we're going to have to do some VOD watching to do placements. So, you know... Oh, wow.
Oh, what?
Chris and Keith just got rocked from full health down to one hit from death by a sentry turret.
Yeah, not too much of a surprise. Crusader is through?
Wow. 5-7 for Crusader and taking a commanding lead.
What the crap? I thought... I'm a little bit confused. Maybe there are multiple maze sections before the really crappy maze.
So
But yeah.
Crusader is an RPG master. A lot of what he does is RPGs, and the dungeon, the first-person sections are basically a dungeon-crawling RPG.
Yeah, it's true. Oh! Crusader, unfortunately, a grenade just blew him down into a pit. With Chris and
That
Keith
happens.
making some progress, Some Girl needs to get through this maze. Some Girl is... Nope. I was gonna say, Some Girl's out, but no, that was a lie. Zaire. Is he gonna be able to figure out the way to get out of this maze? If so, fantastic. If not, that'll probably keep him in second place, is what I'd guess. Ooh, Some Girl took a lot of damage from that turret, but still alive. Crusader onto the boss.
She's out. Some Girl is out.
Some Girl is out, yes! Okay, so it's between Some Girl and Chris and Keith. Who can make more progress in this section? I wonder if either of them is going
Stage
to...
1 ninja again.
Nice. I like ninjas. No! Chris and Keith, death right before the maze. Wow. Wow. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. This has been way intense. Okay, Zyre is getting pretty close to the boss that Crusader is on right now. Honestly, I think all positions are up for being switched. I have no idea.
The stage 1 ninja just swung, and as long as you crouched, you were fine. This one has a way to deal with that.
Oh yeah, like double blade. Ooh, Crusader taking a few deaths on this guy. Chris and Keith down into the pit. Some girl continuing on, making liberal use of bullets. Zyre just trying to get through this platforming section, and he's on to the boss. It's between Crusader and Wing Zyre, who is going to beat this boss first.
So Crusader got the boss down to a box and a half.
Okay, Zyre taking a death. Not a huge deal.
And just in the back of my mind,
Crusader
I'm
got
myself,
the infinite. Perfect.
the quick
Stun
kill.
lock. Zyre trying to go for a stun lock, and there we go. He's almost got it. Oh, the boss is down. Both of them taking him down. It's a race between these two now.
We have 4 minutes left, and our two leaders are neck and neck.
This is amazing.
Wing Zyre just took... No, they died in the same place.
Dang it.
They died in the exact same place.
And there we go. Crusader also failing that jump again. And there he goes. The continues are out for Crusader. Zyre passes him. Zyre takes first.
Zyre's in first. Crusader's done.
Crusader is done. He ran out of continues. Again, you have 52 continues.
I'm gonna say we can... What do you think? We can go ahead and tell Crusader what happened?
Yeah, I'm saying out of continues.
Yep.
There are 52 lives. Yes, there are limited continues. You have 52, okay?
Crusader asks, there are limited continues with about 15 question marks and exclamation points after.
Yeah. 52 because it's 13 times 4, both highly unlucky numbers. So if you get 13 times 4 deaths, you just lose. Okay, that's how it is.
It's so terrible because the Crusader was in the lead until that happened, and now Wing Zyre has pulled ahead by literally like a quarter of a screen because these jumps are butts.
Oh, also, 26 episodes in a season, 2 seasons. Okay, that makes sense as well. Mind you, each continue you have 1 life, so that... too bad. Yeah, these jumps are so incredibly difficult. Zyre is trying to make it through. I'm glad that there are no enemies in this section, at least.
I'm actually really sad that the continues pretty much decided the match here.
With that said, Zyre was a little bit more careful with the lives. Yeah, it took a little bit longer, but...
he got through that section, so who knows, maybe it wouldn't have made a difference.
I don't know. Yeah, he's through and back to the maze to escape. With Chris and Keith, by the way, is on the maze after Some Girl's section, with Chris and Keith currently in 3rd. Some Girl taking a death right there. That section is very difficult. And it looks like Wing Zyre has a timer to get through this.
Yeah, this is the escape section for the chapter. I believe this is the first maze, so it's not that bad. Chad is saying one of the jumps in 5-7 is frame perfect.
Are you serious?
Yeah, the jump that Crusader finally game overed on.
Wow, okay, that's not too much of a surprise. I mean, it was butts. No! Some Girl! No hits left, no hits left. Oh! Oh, only if you do the jump in that specific way. Okay, gotcha. Some Girl, I think unfortunately Some Girl may come in last on this. Oh,
She had a
Zyre.
solid hold
just-
on first until the sniping section, and that was just,
Yeah.
one of those things where if you get an intuitive feel on how to do it, you win, and if you don't, you redo Rad Racer 10 times.
Oh, man. Some girl just tried to jump up on that platform. Yeah, the platforms have issues.
So, Zyre has exited the maze, but still has the timer running. We're heading back through 5-6 now.
Okay, good. Again, no enemies showing up. He's got to get through the second maze. Oh my gosh, I forgot. Time's up. Time.
Brossentia.
Oh my gosh. Okay, look, I'm sorry. I was really invested in this. I was just
It was a
into
great
the
match.
With that said,
So, despite Chris Skater being the only person to run out of continues in Game Over, I believe they took second, and then Zyre took first. Between the other two racers, I'm not entirely certain. I
with
believe,
Chris and Keith took third, and some girl took fourth.
Right.
So that's how it went. That's how the cookie crumbles. This was much more intense than I expected. This was really, really, really good.
Yeah, that was incredible.
Author Blues, thank you for subbing again. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that game's fun. Look, Zyre is still playing and time's up. Okay?
I hope Chris Skater is takes this one in stride. They had a shot for first, and then the mechanic we didn't tell them about the 52 continues bit them. It's really unfortunate.
That's because the manual doesn't say anything about this. Sometimes games come and kick you in the butt in completely unexpected ways, and unfortunately, Crusader got the butt kick there. Oh, Zyre is doing sniping. Let's see how this ends up working. Oh, he